This is your Honker highlight. Honkers looking for their 6th Northwoods League Championship, but they'd have to get past the Eau Claire Express. Game 1 of the 3-game series took place in Eau Claire, and the Honkers got down early. Nolan Fadness leads off the bottom of the first with a home run, and the Express lead 2-0 after 1. Honker starter Sean Martin would settle in, throwing 6 1/3 innings while striking out 4. It was still a 2-0 game in the 7th when the Express busted it open. Nathan Orff and Steve McQuiggan hit back-to-back jacks. The Express score 4 in the inning, and they take game 1 by a score of 6-0. The Honkers looking to rebound in game 2 as they return home to Mayo Field. Eau Claire trying to strike first in the 2nd. Ian Campbell at the plate. He fouls one off, but Dan Pellegrino makes the spectacular diving catch, and we stay scoreless. Still 0-0 in the 4th when Jimmy Waters steps in with runners on.
Curveball swung on, tapped up the middle, gonna get on through to center field. Blunt scores. Here comes Elder. The throw from McGuigan up the third base side. It gets behind Orff. Both of the other runners will move up 90 feet, and the Honkers have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
But the Honkers weren't finished. The next batter was Ryan Hambright, and he brings in 2 more.
Swung on, bouncing ball left side, could be a problem for the Express. It gets on through. Scoring is Didman. Here comes Waters. There's no throw. 4-0 Honkers. Shepard and Leonard both went for the baseball, and somehow neither one came up with it.
We move to the 4th, still 4-0 with 2 on for Chris Elder.
2-2 pitch, another curveball swung on and hit deep to right center field. It is going. It is out of here. Chris Elder with a 3-run home run, and it is a 7-0 Honker lead. Boy, did Elder give that one a ride. Elder with his 2nd home run of the playoffs. His 11th of the summer. 7-0 Teal and Black here in the bottom half of the 4th.
The 7-run lead was more than enough for Phil Haig, who was lights out. Haig went 7 innings, giving up just 4 hits and no runs. The Honkers would add 3 more in the 8th, and Mitch Castor came on to pitch the final frame.
Folks, I do believe we're going to Eau Claire tomorrow. The 0-2 ripped out and missed, got him chasing the high fastball, and the Honkers send a message here tonight, defeating Eau Claire by a final score of 11-0.
Back in Eau Claire for the 3rd and final game of the championship series, Rochester native Josh McKeon held the Express scoreless through the first 2 frames, but Steve McQuiggan takes him deep in the 3rd, and the Express lead 2-0. We move to the 5th, Honkers still trailing by 2 when McQuiggan leaves the yard again, and it's now 4-0. The Honkers get on the board in the 8th with an RBI double from Richie Jimenez, but the Express go on to win 9-1 and claim their first Northwoods League Championship. The Rochester Honkers would like to thank their fans, sponsors, host families, and everyone else who made 2010 a season to remember.